Jaidyn Lee Podcast.
Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Jaidyn Lee Podcast. The long wait from last week is over, because I'm back. You know what's so crazy? Let me just cut this short. I know I'm going to get my flowers. No, I'm not pushing the flower button just yet.
Cover this drink up.
But you know, I really am good at what I do. I have to thank the audience. Let me give y'all a round of applause. Thank you for never leaving me. Y'all let me go run for office, play politics, become a whole elected official, gave me a whole year to actually do my thing, to really, like, it feels so good to feel the love and support that I have from my audience who let me move home, run for office, have the craziest year, really get my foot in as a politician or elected official, and didn't abandon me, because y'all still here waiting patiently. I do see the comments where you're pretty much threatening me about not having any Jaidyn Lee show or interviews, and then asking where Marina is as if somewhere she's in an episode of Beauty and Black tied up at the strip club. And then Rob, of course, has held us down. God. But I just want to thank you guys for rocking with me, because I've been doing this now for about 10 years. And it just feels like yesterday I went and drunk some Hennessy to be able to do my first live video. And now I can just come here, I got my red mic. I designed this mic. Those of you that are listening in your cars or at the gym or, looking for your baby daddy in the streets or whatever, this red mic was really because I knew I was going to have Rob and Marina there. And Beyonce always had a different mic than Kelly and Michelle. No shade to the girls, but I just wanted something different. But even how we designed all the sets, everything, just everywhere, we've come a long way, and we've only been able to do that because of you. So I love my audience. I just want to say, this is the ending of a year. I think this is our last podcast of the year.
Yeah,
it's our last podcast of the year. We made it another year. Jesus Christ. Oh, I said city council sometimes is so crazy. All they need to do is come in and say Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego at public comments, and then I will know that we have done everything and seen it all. But no, it feels good to know that you guys have been patient, because the Jaidyn Lee show has been off the air for so long that I don't even know who was our last episode?
The last episode was Rolly.
Rolly, and when was that?
That was June 26th.
We have not had an episode since June 26th, which was right after our award show.
Oh, no, August 26th.
August 26th. Okay,
26th.
Well, still September, October, November. 4 months is still a long time to be off the air. We're working on a situation to come back a lot more frequent next year, and so just give us some time. We'll be back next year. It's only in a couple weeks, so we're figuring it out. But I just want to thank the audience again for being so patient and for loving on us and always showing up. And we'll be able to do our thing, do your thing on TikTok. We'll go viral again soon. I promise. I give it to you. My promise. All right. Well, there's so much going on. Let me first start by saying that I survived my first year as an elected official. Baby, I don't know how y'all do this for the lifetime. 1 year seems like 10 years. I now understand why Barack Obama left with gray hair, because Stockton is trying to give it to me. And it's not the people. I love every single person in the city of Stockton. You guys are the best. Anywhere I am around town, you guys make me feel at home. You don't treat me like Jaidyn Lee from the Jaidyn Lee Show or Hollywood Unlocked. Some of y'all do, but it's still love either way. And when the kids do it, I love it. But because I know I'm inspiring them. But listen, it has been a year, a trying time. And this last council meeting was, it was decent until I left. And apparently some things went down. But let me first start by saying, shout out to the families again who were affected by the mass shooting where 3 kids and a 21-year-old were murdered and 11 other people were shot. You're still in our thoughts and prayers. I went to the funeral of the young boy, Amari Peterson, and I talked about it at city council because I was just emotionally exhausted. I don't go to funerals at all. I haven't been to a funeral in a long time, and I've never been to a child's funeral. So I wanted to be there in support of the father, Patrick, and the mother, Kim, and his siblings, and just the community in general, because I know what it feels like to go through something so challenging. But I don't think I was mentally prepared for what I experienced. And, I don't want to make it about me, because obviously there was a lot of pain in the room. And, it is a celebration of life and should be, but it's just really hard, especially when it's a kid and things happen so tragic. But it's a reminder of, one, how life is so temporary, and two, how we need to always do more as a community, as lawmakers, as as just people with humanity to make this world a better place. Since then, we've had three killings in Stockton. We've had a mass shooting in Australia. We had another mass shooting at a school. And I don't know what is going on in the world. Lots of mental health, lots of recycled trauma. Politics are just loud and nasty. And so it was a moment for me to reflect on just my leadership, and just it really refocused me. You know, Amari's death specifically, and not that it's any different, more or less than others, but his life that had impact on me was, one, he looked like me as a little boy. Here's a picture of me as a kid. And here's a picture of Amari. I don't know if it's that or if it's just somebody that's been shot or has seen people die, but it really has had an impact on me in many ways, because it's refocused why I ran for office. I did not run for office to deal with the politicians. I mean, you have to deal with them, but I'm not going to get lost in the sauce, right? I'm going to focus on why I'm there. This is my comments right after the funeral, because I had to go from the funeral straight to City Hall and do City Council. Take a look. Today I've been a little down because this morning I attended the funeral for Amari Peterson, the young boy who was murdered. And, you know, when you run for office and you campaign on public safety and you have these things and you put out your mailers and you talk to people, it's very different than when you're sitting in a room and you see an entire football team, basketball team, kids, sisters, cousins, whole community, teachers sit there, you know, crying. I know that Officer Sherman, you were there responding to that shooting and saw it in person. I will say I was extremely impacted by the incident, and have continued to be impacted because I've stayed in touch with the families, and it's you know, I made a real commitment to them that I was going to be there to support them, and I just want to say that, you know, to the family, man, I mean, to see a parent bury their child. I've not been to a kid's funeral before. I don't think I can't remember ever being at a kid's funeral, and I've had loss, but that was tough. So, what I will say, that shooting really put everything in perspective for me. That's why I'm not even focused on the battles anymore. The battles will be what they are. The war is every election that happens in this city, and I'm going to give it to the city to decide what they want from us. I came into this very optimistic, and I still remain optimistic. But those families are dealing with reality that has been a reality that a lot of our community has faced. When the mother asked me today if I wanted to walk over to the casket, I couldn't even go to the casket because it was just too triggering for me. I want to thank Sheriff Winthrow. We went together, and I appreciate him checking on me afterwards. And we need to check on our officers, and we need to check on those in our community who suffered just an unimaginable loss. But I do want to say that I hope for this council's sake and for our community that young kid's life doesn't go in vain, and that we do refocus and we take this time over the next couple weeks to truly look within. And I'm going to start with me, because that's really the only thing I know I can control up here at this point is me, and understand the unprecedented authority that God and the voters gave to us to govern. And then after I left, I mean, it was so much going on in the room that I had gotten through all I could get through. I was emotionally exhausted. I was becoming more emotional as I was sitting there thinking about it. So I decided to leave early. And apparently it set the mayor off. And as you know, we've been having our challenges. And I don't hate her. It's nothing personal. It is what it is. I'm only here to talk about the things that are happening in real life. And we are all the narrator of our story. But she lost it. And this is what she said. Look.
Okay, to say that I don't care about youth, to actually put that out there, that I don't care about youth after 31 years of my life as an educator, it's flat out lie, and it's outrageous. I just can't even begin to. But wait, it gets better. To blame me for the mass shooting and council members for the mass shooting is reckless and irresponsible. The fact that because there was a ski mask involved, somehow taking that off would have, if we would have had an ordinance, would have stopped that shooting. Does anybody think that? If you do, hey, I guess you can live with that. I won't. The noise, Find some noise that I'm doing online. Find it. This is the loudest I've been, and y'all are recording it. Go ahead. This is the loudest I've been about this, and I would have done it no matter if he was here or not. But the fact that he got up and left, I think that that's disrespectful. Because guess what? That was brought up last year when people got up and left during meetings. And then attacks. People want to sit out in that chair and back in those chairs and want to get up there and attack me all you want. And yes, I signed up for that. I did sign up for that. I'm looking right at the camera, and I'll take it. You know why? I got thick skin, and I don't react to it. I'm only reacting to it now because they're lies, and they continue to do it. But well, I know what I signed up for. And as an elected official, hey, you can come at us for anything you want. Okay? So, I think that's all the, yeah. Okay.
And the mayor and I have since talked. And, what I've said was, I never said that the mayor doesn't like children. She's spent time as an educator. Of course she likes children. Liking children and being able to set aside personal difference in politics in pursuit of policy, funding, and prevention to save kids' lives are two different things. And both can be true. And what I said in the article, this article that I recently was interviewed for, I said the blood of these kids that died are on the city council's hands because we have not been focused on prevention. And I stand by that. And so the mayor and I spoke, and look, as I said to her, I am done trying to ask people to get along. The door is open when people are ready, but my focus for the next 3 years and however long I decide to stay in politics will be on the people who elected me, the mandate of my council, my district, and making sure that I have a youth first agenda. That's just what it is. And so I apologize to the city of Stockton for all the madness that you've seen happen over the last year, but a lot of it was necessary. Fighting for diversity, equity, inclusion, protection, being able to make sure we protect our immigrant community, making sure that we're fighting for prevention resources, and also making sure that marginalized communities' voices that have often been ignored have center stage presence. And that has been what I've been fighting. I've learned that I'm fighting racism. I'm fighting a culture of politics that have existed for decades. And I think strategic oppression that has made Black and brown voices not feel welcomed. Unfortunately for them, I have a big seat at the table and a big voice and a big platform and lots of resources. So I am going to keep pushing. But, I feel like you are intimately involved in Stockton politics, too, because you have to hear it all. You have to live through it all. What has been your unbiased observation of the last year?
Yeah, I've mentioned this on the podcast before. It's unfortunate. I feel like a lot of the nastiness of politics was able to sneak into this council after you all were so good at fighting together and working together to get into the positions. And the message that was given to the community was that the work was going to be focused on making their lives better. And it became this internal battle for power, not saying from I think a lot of people being frustrated with the fact that you have celebrity. So it became a battle. And now you guys can't even vote on the things that will benefit the city. So it's so frustrating to see that because there was so much promise. And I think a lot of people, that's why they keep showing up every time there's a council meeting. The same city constituent, the same people, the same residents of the city keep showing up so that their voice is heard, because they really do want you guys to be able to fight for change for them. And it's unfortunate that a youth center gets voted down. Who votes down getting free funding from the state to build a youth center? And that's exactly what you're talking about. This would have been a space for children to feel safe in a city that has a crime problem. And to vote that down is problematic. And we see the results of that when we see that kind of violence that affects children, and it's unfortunate. So I understand what you mean. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long you've been an educator or how long you've been advocating for people in the public, when you lose sight of what the people need and you start voting against the needs and the will of the people, it becomes problematic.
And this is why this conversation is relatable to everybody that's listening, because we all have to step up and be the change that we want to see. I know sometimes I'll see people post stories, especially with this mass shooting and, me ending up in spaces on the news where people may not have known I got elected. They're like, wait a minute, Jason Lee from Love and Hip Hop got elected. Donald Trump from The Apprentice is the president. So please miss me with all of that. Because at the end of the day, anybody can step into power It's just what you do with that power when you get it. You know, I'm not wired to get in office and try to figure out how to make billions of dollars because I'm in pursuit of billions of dollars in my day life. So I don't have that desire. I don't have a desire to be popular because I'm already popular. I don't have a desire for followers because I already got followers, right? I am truly in it because I believe in my city and I believe that it can be better. So I lead and live with optimism. I know it's going to get better because, you know, as he was mentioning that once they voted down $58 million of funding for kids, and then we have a mass shooting, you can't go on the news talking about you care about kids or want to help kids because that's where the criticism comes from because you can't, that's doublespeak, right?
Yep.
So I'm just optimistic that things are going to get better, and I appreciate all of you who are sharing my story. Share, do your thing, TikTok, and let everybody know what's going on in Stockton, because Stockton is now on the map. But I wanted to be on the map for the right reasons. That's why I ran and all of that. And then you and I went to Tyler Perry's Christmas party. I took Rob as my +1 because I knew we would enjoy it and he would enjoy it. We took a picture with Mr. Perry. Take a look right here. So what do you think?
It was a good time. He really put on a spectacle. It was really a concert. It was a massive, very long concert with a lot of very dope performances.
It was really Tyler watching our award show.
and booking all the talent. So I'm trying. I mean, I wanted to pull Tyler aside and say, you must have watched the award show because he had Fantasia, he had Johnny Gill, he had Andrew Day. Who else? He had? Anybody else? I think that was it from our show.
That was it from our show. Johnny Gill. First of all, Johnny, I love you, but Johnny even wore the same suit at this party that he wore at the award show. Johnny, you could at least. I know you didn't know I was going to be in the building, but Johnny, you know you could have changed the suit.
Yeah.
You know, but it was good to see. Andrew killed it. Lettucey was amazing.
Yeah.
Fantasia.
Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell.
He came out and killed it. I said, okay.
You know, Tevin, I don't know if I've ever done anything to you, and I can't remember all the content I've ever done, but me and Tevin have known each other since we were teenagers. So I went up to Tevin on the dance floor, and I go, oh, my God, you know, I can't believe that you performed my karaoke song. I would have came up there and helped you out. And he was like, it's good to see you. Excuse me? You got a song that says, can we talk? But you didn't want to talk. What the hell? You know. And shout out to Xavier Small from Beauty and Black. We went to brunch the next day. You have watched the show. I am on season 2, episode 2. Tyler and Xavier, why y'all got me watching this damn show? Mallory is my spirit animal, but she's a little bit meaner than me. Horace is a hot ass mess. I don't want to ruin everything because I still don't know if they kill Yolanda or if they do something with the baby. Because right now, Angel has gotten shot, and I don't know what's going on with Angel. But I did text Xavier, who plays the part of Angel, and I said, I know now why I am single, because I am chasing you. I am chasing.
You want an angel.
I want an angel. Dominican, in and out of jail, you know, no real direction in life. A baby mama he really don't care about. Like, I am having therapy through this show because I'm realizing where all my flaws, and as Dr. Bryant would say, where my baseline is.
Yep, pretty much.
And I see the brother that you went out for this part.
Yeah, for Roy, which
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Roy's a complete asshole.
That's why I was like, if any character on a show that I've been like, can we just kill this character off? It's Roy.
He should die before Horace, right? Yes. I don't know if he fell out a window. He was pushed out a window, and the motherfucker's still alive. I'm like,
oh my God.
Okay, Terrell Carter, you had one job, be the attorney. You did not have to go sleep with the son. Then we don't know if you're sleeping with Mallory, and everybody is sleeping with everybody.
Everybody is sleeping with everybody.
Now, I'm not going to tell you my conversation with Tyler because I'm trying to understand. Tyler wrote, he did the whole, how you go from Medea to Mallory. Those two are two different women. But anyway, Tyler is such a brilliant person.
And Debbie Morgan. How they got Debbie Morgan?
You got Debbie Morgan from All My Children slapping bitches at the hospital. You know?
I said, oh my God.
What? Debbie Morgan, shame on you with that nasty. And you got Richard Lawson. That's why Tina left him. That's why Beyonce's household fell apart because Richard Lawson walked up there and Richard, you better not act like that with Miss Tina, because I'm gonna tell you right now. No, but shout out to Richard Lawson, him and Angie Moore. They're icons.
Yeah.
Playing the hell out those parts. I love everything about this show. And I told Tyler and I told Xavier, I don't want to watch this show because I get obsessed with it. I text Tyler at like 4 a.m. because I'm up watching Kimmy, who's had this disheveled look on her face the whole time while she's blowing people's heads off. I'm texting Tyler like, why am I watching this show? I am so addicted to it. But I know one thing. They said there's only one more season coming back that Netflix didn't extend it to it. I need everybody online right now, if you haven't watched Beauty in Black, to go tweet, text, as Instagram, email, phone call, get all the Karens in the room, call. This show needs a third season because I want to see Angel leave his baby mama for a man. I have to see that.
Well, I mean,
he was a escort.
you just got to keep watching too.
Let me find out Angel end up with Jason. Anyway, I am in love with the show. It's one of my favorite shows, and I watch it. And I want to say again, so the Christmas party. Let's go back to that real quick.
Yes.
I met all the people from all his shows. Did you go down there and talk to people?
Yeah.
Because once you and Catherine Bruton by far is one of the most bougiest black friends I know.
I love Catherine.
She came in with her little fur coat, her little dress. You saw her dragging on the floor. Did you see all the people from all his shows were there?
Yeah, Taraji was there.
Taraji.
Yeah, everybody was there.
Tasha Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Tasha
else?
Smith.
Corey. I was to say Corey Holcomb. Corey. Hardwick, my friend, who I've known for years. Corey was there. Good to see him. So many good people.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to talk to Lettucey, Fantasia. I saw her and whatever. I didn't get to talk to her. I was texting everybody backstage. It was a really good party. Tyler, you went all out. And the fact that you did it on Tyler Perry Studios, you turned that thing into a thing. I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for Oprah. I was looking for eggnog and Oprah because I just wanted to have my eggnog with Oprah photo, but she wasn't there. But it was a really good group of people there. Tank was there. And Teyana Taylor and I, we made up.
Yeah, y'all did. It was a very long conversation.
It was. I mean, it was very animated too, right? It was a little animated for a Tyler Perry Christmas party.
It was.
You know, the thing about it is celebrities cannot separate Hollywood Unlocked from Jason Lee. And I'm in my, as some of the people say, I'm in my soft era. I'm not in my soft era, but I'm in my I don't fucking care era. Like, I just want my dogs, my money, my city community, and I want to be left alone. I do my work. I don't hang out. I don't drink no more. And I'm literally chilling. And Teyana has been mad at me for a while, and I saw her at the BET Awards. So when she was going on and on and on about why she was mad, I said, well, I'm mad at you for dating Aaron Pierre's fine ass. Shit. And she kind of laughed, because, I have a sense of humor. But anyway, it was good to see Teyana. I'm so proud of her. Matter of fact, let me give you your flowers. Teyana Taylor, she's been working her ass off. I mean, we see her in all the movies and stuff now. But Teyana Taylor was signed to Kanye in Park, signed to Pharrell in Park. She's been fighting for a long time, went through a divorce. Now she got a baby daddy, her 2 kids, and she has a beautiful man and an amazing career. Her mother, Nicki, is there, beautiful. And I'm just happy for her that she's in her thing now, and I just wish her all the more success. All right, we have a long show. I don't know why I sat here and did all that. Get to it. It's Tea with Jason Lee. Now, this has been the craziest week in Hollywood. Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Reiner, were murdered. And it's obvious now from the news, if you've been watching it in social media, that their son did it. Now, this is a long-term actor and director, and he's a filmmaker that is highly respected. I just left a doctor's appointment where I am going to go back in for my second colonoscopy, and my doctor brought up Reiner because it's something that has shook our community. These people know him. Kamala Harris was just recently on Jimmy Kimmel's show just this week where she talked about him as her friend. And look, I am watching white people lose their mind online about the president's reaction, but I'm going to break it all down. So this week, him and his wife, who's a photographer, Michelle, they were found murdered in their home. And the president had to sound off on it within 24 hours. But let me just recap what happened. So last Sunday, they were found to have their throats slit in their home. And, people were questioning how, why, who. And, it was right after that their son was picked up by police and detained. Let me show you a picture of Rob, Michelle, and Nick. This is their son, Nick. Okay, Nick is their son. He's 32 years old and good-looking guy. Somebody Rob would have definitely taken home. He would have killed you. probably, I don't want to crack a joke. That's not a joke. Anyway, he slit their throats, allegedly. I'll say allegedly, because now he's been locked up for it. Well, weeks before their deaths, Rob and Michelle posed with their 3 kids, daughter Romy, the youngest, Nick, the middle, and Jake, the eldest. Take a look at the family photos. So this is their whole family here. He don't look that good there.
Well, he's been battling addiction.
Oh, really? Oh. Okay. Well, Nick now faces 2 counts of first-degree murder with special circumstances, alleging multiple murders with a knife and the use of a knife. He faces life without parole or the death penalty. Now, the night before Rob and Michelle's murders, they reportedly attended Conan O'Brien's Christmas party with Nick, whom Rob got into a, quote, very loud argument with. Now, family friends claim that Rob feared his son's mental health was deteriorating, and then they're also saying that he, struggled with drugs. And this has been something that's been public, including heroin and opioids, plus, his periods of homelessness and other battles over the years. So the industry is mourning them. Michelle Obama went on a show recently with Jimmy Kimmel and talking about it. And Trump, our president of the United States, he sounded off. And let me tell you something. When he said send the Mexicans back, Mexicans got mad. When he started attacking other people, those groups got mad. But now white people getting upset because what he's showing is that he's an equal opportunity offender. He doesn't have any decency at all because in less than 24 hours, he had a lot to say. This is what he posted on social media. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness, and with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. Before I even go in, what did you think? Because I know as much as you criticize the president, I know this was a new low.
Yeah, I think there's nothing new here. He has no class, he has no tact, he has no decorum. And as the president of the United States, I think this is probably the first time we've ever seen a president have the inability to calm a nation in the face of trauma. And this was like at a time when, like you mentioned earlier, we had a mass shooting in Australia. We had a shooting on a college campus. Then we had the murder of Rob and Michelle Reiner. And he cannot help himself but to make everything about him. And it is so disgusting. And I think when you have somebody who's beloved in Hollywood as a creative, and then you can't even have the decency to just give condolences to the family, his children are still grieving, and you want to make it a big joke about how everyone is obsessed with you. That's a problem. He's crazy.
And you're doing it for the entire world to see. I mean, this man had, first of all in the Family is one of my favorite shows. I mean, it showed us where the world was then. Mm-hmm. And Trump's the new Archie Bunker.
Oh, absolutely.
But Archie Bunker at least was funny. Mm-hmm. But the intention was to make us laugh at ourselves, to see the ignorance and racism. Norman Lear was a genius storyteller, and for him to have the Jeffersons about black people on the come up, and then white folks showing middle class white people, working class white people who were stuck in kind of bigotry. He was brilliant in showing us at a time where we needed to change the most. Now it's like we're going backwards, and the irony of the parody here is kind of crazy. It's really embarrassing as a country because I know we're better than this. This is beyond Democrat and Republican. And I'm glad that Republican people and Democrats, everybody is denouncing this behavior, but it's not going to stop Trump. Trump doubled down and defended his comments later in the Oval Office where every president has sat that has led this country. This is what he told the media. Look.
Your statement on Truth Social after the murder of Rob Reiner. Do you stand by that post?
Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned. He said he knew it was false. In fact, it's the exact opposite, that I was a friend of Russia, controlled by Russia. It was the Russia hoax. He was one of the people behind it. I think he hurt himself in career-wise. He became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country, yeah.
when they ask you the question, they give you a chance to take it back, to walk it back. You know, I would have said somebody hacked me. I don't know who said that. Turns out Rob wasn't a big fan of Trump at all. And here's some of his past criticisms of the president. Take a look.
You have a complete and utter lying buffoon. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. He's a fraud. He lies. He cheats people. Everything that comes out of his mouth virtually is a lie. And he's a con man. And if you look at what he's done with his career and how he's tricked people into things, it's abhorrent. I never liked George W. Bush, his policies, but I didn't hate the guy. I hate this man. I've never hated a politician. I can't not hate somebody who bilks innocent people out of money, life savings. And we've seen it. With that Trump University, he took people's money, $35,000, wiped these people out, and is being sued for it. He steals money from charities. I'm not making this stuff up.
We have a racist in the White House. We have a sexist in the White House, and he is tearing away at the fabric of our democracy.
The single most unqualified human being to ever assume the presidency of the United States. He's mentally unfit.
People always say, you know, he could redo All in the Family. I said, what do you mean? We're living it. We've got Archie in the White House. He always, when he quotes something that isn't him, and they're talking about Donald Trump, he goes, well, Donald Trump, bo, 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 bo. Every character is exactly the same. Well, Donald Trump, bo, 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 every time. And he always does that walk where he does like this, you know? Always.
The problem he has, as far as I can see, is that he's a pathological liar.
People have to understand our democracy is being taken away from us. Make no mistake, we have a year before this country becomes a full-on autocracy.
This is not a political party anymore. I don't know what this is. I believe there's a Christian nationalist movement that's very frightening.
Do we want to continue democracy, or do we want to slip into fascism?
Where was the lie?
No lies detected.
Listen, Whoopi Goldberg sounded off. Take a look.
I don't understand the man in that White House because he talks so much about Charlie Kirk and caring. Mm-hmm. And suddenly, this is what he puts out. Yeah. Have you no shame? No shame at all? This is can you get any lower? I don't think so. And what do you have to say about what's happened around the world? Where is our voice as Americans? Somebody's got to speak up for us. Our hearts are breaking through all of this, through Rob, through what's happened at Bondi Beach, what happened at Brown, and you don't find the time to say, as Americans, we hate what's happening. You ain't my president, man. We'll be right back.
Our friend Don Lemon even sounded off. Listen.
You know what, Donald Trump, fuck you. Just fuck all the way off. What an asshole and a small-minded, small dick shit to do. Like, you have no couth. You are an immature child. You are a bigot, a fucking racist, and a small penis asshole. Yeah, I said that. Just hateful and delusional. And you have the nerve to be upset because people were critical of Charlie Kirk's, what he said before he died, how he talked about black people and women and all, and you have the nerve to be all up in arms about that. Just fuck all the way off. That just shows me that you were just grifting off of Charlie Kirk's death. That you don't give a shit about respecting someone when they die. You don't care. You care about yourself. And you are preaching and promoting hate. It's just vile. It makes me sick that you are president of the United States. It's embarrassing. You are an embarrassment to this country. It's just gross. I hate to even say it. I hate to even say your name. I don't even like to hear your voice. It's so gross. It sounds like you're vomiting when you talk. Everything is like that. and you wonder where all the hate comes from in this country, it comes from you. You are the promoter of hate in this country, the example of it.
Don Lemon getting off CNN is like the gift none of us knew we needed, right?
Yes, it just keeps on giving. I love it.
He got that impact award and he said, fuck these people. Let me give you, come on, Don. Come on. I'm here for it. Okay, Michelle Obama sounded off. Listen.
You and your husband were friends with Rob and Michelle Reiner, and I'm very sorry for your loss.
My God.
How long have you known the Reiners?
We've known them for many, many years, and we were supposed to be seeing them that night, last night, and we got the news. And let me just say this, unlike some people, Rob and Michelle Reiner are some of the most decent, courageous people you ever want to know. They're not deranged or crazed. What they have always been are passionate people in a time when there's not a lot of courage going on. They were the kind of people who were ready to put their actions behind what they cared about. And they cared about their family, and they cared about this country, and they cared about fairness and equity. And that is the truth. I do know them.
And if it wasn't enough for one Obama to say something, the other one sounded off too. Here's what President Barack Obama had to say. Michelle and I are heartbroken by this tragic passing of Rob Reiner and his beloved wife, Michelle. Rob's achievements in film and television gave us some of our most cherished stories on screen, but beneath all these stories he produced was a deep belief in the goodness of people and a lifelong commitment to putting that belief into action. Together, he and his wife lived lives defined by purpose. They will be remembered for the values they championed and the countless people they inspired. We send our deepest condolences to all who love them. I mean, that's presidential, right? We love you, Barack. I mean, that's how you should speak of anybody, or don't say anything. Because Trump didn't have to speak about these murders. He didn't. I mean, every time you see a tragedy that ripples across the world in news, that's an opportunity to pull us together. At least that's what people who care about humanity do. But this is, I was saying to my doctor earlier, the president being the president is a reflection of you, America, because you voted for this, and you voted overwhelmingly for it because you did not want to see a black woman win. Do you think they're ready for a black woman now?
Yeah, I think they're ready for anything. They're ready for a dog to run the country compared to this. If anybody who can get us out of this horrible situation we're in, where people can't even afford to go to the store and buy groceries for their family and promise that they would be able to, people are ready for any kind of change to get them past this.
Trump. Next. All right. Oh my God. For those of you listening saying, why do you guys talk about politics all the time? Because there's so much happening in the world that we have to talk about it. And I really want to use my platform responsibly. We're going to get into the weeds too. But if you want somebody that's just in all the slums of the tea, I ain't going to get into all that stuff that the YouTubers are talking about, because there's a lot of great YouTubers right now who are covering like what rappers fighting what rapper and all that. I got Toys for Joy coming on Saturday. Okay. But speaking of rappers, Nicki Minaj. Nicki, I really have enjoyed not talking about you. I knew after you had your kid, you got your man, you got your little house in LA, you got their son. I just was like, I don't really have to talk about Nicki Minaj anymore. You don't, even when you and Cardi were going back and forth with the kid on Soaps, we talked about y'all one time and then we left it alone because we don't care. Unless we're talking about a new Nicki Minaj album where you're coming back with hits, and finally going for that Grammy that you never got, I don't want to talk about it. Why are you laughing? I'm not being shady. See, this is the thing. I get blamed for being shady just for saying anything. I literally am giving her a compliment. I'm saying that, if she comes back with an album that's Grammy worthy, then we can talk about that. I've not accused her of anything that the YouTubers have accused her of. I haven't said she's doing anything. I haven't said anything. You know all the things you're thinking, but I didn't say it.
You just said the Grammy she never got. That's all.
Well, that's a fact. That's not shade. I'm not saying, I've said publicly she's deserved a Grammy.
Yeah.
She just never got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my board was glitching. Nicki Minaj has gone nuclear on our governor, Gavin Newsom, after he weaponizes a Megan Thee Stallion diss track to fight off her initial attack. Now, let me tell you, Nicki, you're not mad at Newsom. You're mad at Camille, his social media person, because Camille's from Stockton. And Camille is running the hell out that social media with the president. So shout out to Camille. Well, Nicki's attack on Gavin follows her years-long claims of political corruption in LA. She alleges the local and state governments are against her as they failed to bring anyone to justice in many cases of her home being swatted with her son inside. And I can understand how frustrating that is. You know, people calling 911, the SWAT team coming and swatting your house, and you're in there with your husband and your kid, you know, in a very drug-free, safe environment. Excuse me? Okay, Nicki, go after him. Don't come over here to me.
I didn't say anything.
They can see you. You have a camera on you, idiot. Well, I could understand being upset. Like if you were swatting my home where I was in there with my man and my kid all hours of the night and nobody doing anything, I would be mad. Well, Nicki's also been aligning herself with the Trump administration since last month when she thanked him for threatening the Nigerian officials over the persecution of Christians. Remember, she went and spoke to the UN and all that. I'm not going to get into all that because it's too much. Now, Nicki's comments left the Barbs side-eyeing her. The Barbs are side-eyeing the queen. So they finally saw what I saw years ago. But, you know, they're side-eyeing her, but she got a United Nations invitation and gave a speech on religious violence weeks later. You got to go check out episode 109 for more on that. Well, Nicki's political attack on Gavin continues as she reacts to his support for transgender children and thoughts on trans athletes. Here's what he said on the Ezra Klein Show. We didn't get into trans sports. That's an issue no one wants to hear about because 80% of people listening disagree with my position on this, but it comes from my heart, not just my head. It wasn't a political evolution. I don't think it's fair. I want to see trans kids. I have a trans godson. There's no governor that signed more pro-trans legislation than I have, and no one's been a stronger advocate for the LGBT community. You have to accommodate the reality of those whose rights are being taken away as we advance the rights of the trans community in terms of the fairness of athletic competition. That's not a bigoted position. Well, Nicki took an issue with this, and she slammed him on X. This is what she said. The Vance versus the Gav-Nots. So that means she's saying she supports J.D. Vance.
If he runs for president, yeah.
On this issue.
I think she's saying if she would want J.D. Vance to be president if he ran against Gavin Newsom in the next election. She's saying that's what I think.
But why would she do that when clearly LGBT is not supporting Trump and Vance?
I think she's trying to get more points with the Trump administration and with his base. This is her pandering to that base.
Or are there some federal charges anybody's facing that they may want to get some pardons for?
Possibly.
Well, Nicki said, imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, and happy kids. Not Gav, the Gav-Nots. Gav out. Send in the next guy on board. Gavin is the cute boy who got everything handed to him because of how cute and sexy and hot smoking he was. Ooh, look at him sitting there in that suit with the sneakers on. He thinks he's Tom Cruise. Only difference is his next mission is impossible. He should get another leading role. Oh, Gabby Poo, it only gets worse from here on you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It will make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace. After leaving Nicki to dry for a day, Gavin clapped back with a video of Trump and late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Over the post, he played Megan Thee Stallion's Nicki diss, Hiss, which references... The song references the May 1996 legislation, Megan's Law. The law requires sexual predators. Is this only the second topic of the day? It requires sexual predators, offenders, and other sexually violent individuals add their names and addresses to a national database to protect the public from them. Let me show you a muted version of this video. Take a look. You want to say it, or you want me to say it?
What?
What do you think the connection is?
Oh, we already know. It's who, like you said, whoever is doing his what's her name?
It's Camille.
Camille is killing it because she knew that was going to send Miss Minaj over the edge.
Obviously, Nicki, whose husband is a convicted sex offender, lost it and went nuclear. And don't forget, her brother's also locked up for molest. Nicki responded, look, career politician at the brink of his moment realigns to become nothing more than a Nicki Minaj anti-oof. So now he's the guy running on wanting to see trans kids and willing to lower himself to becoming just another female rapper to get obliterated by Nicki Minaj. Hashtag free Christians. Hashtag new scum. And here's her letter that she penned to the Barbs. Dear Barbs, please protect me from that wicked and evil man. Love, Barbie. When pandering goes wrong, wanting to see more trans kids, Newsom, gruesome, haha. Fire victims, nah. Hollywood, nah. Swatting calls to homes with innocent children, nah. Gavin wants one thing, trans kids, Newsom. This one made me laugh really loud. Laughing my ass off. Gotta admit, I'm funny. Y'all can see this. I mean, was there anything funny about that?
Not at all. And the crazy part is she has such a huge portion of her fan base is the LGBTQ plus community, and she continues to go down this path of being a MAGA Trump supporter. And I don't understand how she thinks that is going to work with her base being so. With the Barbs are the gay boys. Like,
do you
come on,
think
Nicki.
there's anything mentally wrong here? Like, do you think Nicki Minaj suffers from mental health issues, drug addiction, or anything that else can? I mean, because at some point something has to be altering her behavior. You know, you have a huge gay fan base. Any gay club I go to, Nicki, any gay club, they know every word of every song. The DJs love playing your shit back to back to back. I always think I'm going to get caught on video of somebody filming me there because even I be bopping my head because the songs, you got hits. You built a whole career and the house that you live in and the throne you think you sit on and the crown that you loan to other people, you owe that to the Barbs, to the gay community. So I wonder, Barbs, how far are you sticking it out with your queen? And my question to the Barbs, and you guys, I'm sure you'll find me online. Do your thing, TikTok, because here it comes. Is Nicki Minaj still the queen you Barbs signed up for? Or is it Barty Gang? Let me start. Am I the drama?
I'm Barty Gang all day.
Well, Nicki, I think you're being very pretty and petty, and I'm going to need you to dead this right now, okay? Because this is bad, okay? It's going to get up and stuck for you if you keep doing this. Bye. I mean, what else do you say, right?
Yeah. At least she thinks Gavin Newsom's hot.
Do you think he's hot?
He's good looking.
You would sleep with him? I don't think as a vice mayor I should ask somebody that question on the podcast, right? At some point I want to interview Gavin Newsom. I think he'd be a great interview.
Yeah. I think so too.
Would you sleep with him?
I don't just sleep with everybody. Hey, Gavin.
Since when? Right.
Don't be fucking rude.
Oh my God.
Kimora Simmons is in the news. Kimora, I don't like the fact that you can text me on my phone but won't come on my show. What is that about? I was recently over at Kevin Hart's office and found out that Kimora has a whole office over there. And yeah, I went in it and put my feet on your desk. Take a look. And I texted to her, too, because I said, I have found your office. How I come to your hood before you come to mine? Kimora, it's almost time for you to pull up to the Jace Lee show. But anyway, we're going to talk about you. Kimora Lee Simmons is back in the news cycle as she feuds with her ex-hubby, Russell. You know, Russell Simmons, of course, from the Fat Farm days, right? Is it Fat Farm?
Baby Fat?
Baby Fat was hers. Fat, what was it? Fat what? Fat Farm, right?
Fat Farm.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I know the culture. I don't know why I'm asking you. Well, anyway, she's shutting down claims made by DJ Funk Flex. Now, in her beef with Russell, things began when Kimora told People that she doesn't have a relationship with any of her 3 baby daddies, Russell, actor Dijman Hansu, and former investment banker Tim Lesner, who was sentenced to 2 years in May for multi-billion-dollar bribery and money laundering. He only got 2 years for multi-billion-dollar money laundering?
It's crazy.
Well, he wasn't the Chinese dude involved. I know the story because it was other people that dodged a bullet. Anyway, here's a collage of Kimora and her men. So that's Dijon Hansu. That's Amistad in the corner.
Jaidyn Hansu.
I said Jiman.
You said Dijaman or something.
It says Dijaman there.
Yeah, it's pronounced Jaidyn Hansu.
How do you know? You don't know him. Dijon Mustard and Kimora. Did anybody ever did Norman ever correct Wendy when she said something wrong? No. Yeah. Okay. Dijon, go back to Dijon Mustard. Dijon Mustard, Kimora. Tim is on the corner and Kimora, and Russell's on the right with Kimora. Anyway, thank you, G-Man. Now, Kimora and Russell share 2 daughters, Ming and Aoki. Kimora and Dijon. G-Man. Is it G-Man?
Jaidyn.
I ain't saying it like that. I was on a flight with him once and his son. He's a good-looking man. Okay. Kimora and her black baby daddy, the younger one, share a son, Kenzo. And Kimora and Tim, the white one, share a son, Wolf. Kimora also adopted a son from Jamaica named Gary in 2020 and has a bonus son named Jaidyn, who's lived with her since the 4th grade. Here's Kimora with her 6 children. Okay. Now, speaking with People about her 3 baby daddies, Kimora said this. Take a look. I'm not reading all that. I'm going to let y'all look at this. If you're listening to it in your car, you got to pull over, pull it up on YouTube. Basically, she says she ain't got no relationship with none of them. And she would say that she co-parents, but the kids are with her all the time. And she has a village of friends and people and family who help her. And, you know, basically, she ain't revolving around no man. Well, Russell Simmons lost it and exposed his ex-wife. Take a look. I gave you $50,000 a month for 20 years. I was your best and only friend. I'm the godfather to your other 3 kids until one day you stole my stock. I've been fighting for my kids' love and my bread ever since. You threatened that if I sued you, I would never speak to my kids again. There are 2 sides to every story. You're going to get one of these today, Kimora. Is his stock? His stock?
$50,000 a month.
$50,000 a month is a lot.
That's a lot of money per month.
For 20 years?
Ooh, I hope she was stacking it.
Well, Kimora clapped back and said this. My girls are grown women. You know these are lies. Why are you typing from thousands of miles away in a non-extradition country? Kimora. And your last name is Lee like me. Kimora Lee. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your damn phone. I should put you and Russell in a group text right now. Should I put him in a group text right now?
Oh, God. I don't think so.
Would that be wrong?
It might get ugly in that chat.
Well, then I can put it in the show. Kimora, put her message back up. You know these are lies. Why are you typing from thousands of miles away in a non-extradition country? Go negotiate and answer your accusers. Kimora's half black. You know that, right?
She must be half gay too, cause she.
Why on Bet in Black did they call Brian Tanaka a Japa nigga? Tyler, Tyler, give me a phone. Give me a phone, Tyler. The hell, a Japa nigga. Elsewhere, DJ Funk Flex was on the radio calling Kimora a bird, alleging the baby was beating that thing. I'm confused. First of all, Funk Flex, why would you be talking about what another man's doing with his penis and who he's sleeping with? And why would you try to attack her based on who she's sleeping with as if she can't sleep with whoever she wants to sleep with? He later clarified that he meant baby, as in Brian Birdman Williams. But either way, here's what he said. Listen.
She's a bird. Continue the story.
Now, Flex, you know you can't say that.
What's her name? What's her name?
Miss Kimora Lee Simmons.
Russell's all white, right?
Back to the family, but back to the family.
The baby was beating that. Go ahead. Finish the story. Say word. Finish the story. That is not nice.
New York.
What does she need?
Back in the Fab Lane, her reality show is out.
Here's Flex later clarifying who he actually meant. Wait, I'm talking about Birdman, baby, not the baby. Either way, but before clearing things up, Kimora said this. LOL, what? You're being sassy as fuck, Flex, respectfully. I've never met the baby in my life, but you, on the other hand. Okay, Kimora, why are you reading them like that? Well, the baby, who was somewhere minding the baby's business, he reacted and said this.
Hey, I just seen my face and my name attached to some shit. Watch all them niggas. Out of respect for the woman, you know what I'm saying, who goddamn they speaking on. I felt the need to come clear that shit up. That shit is 1,000% false. OG, I don't know what the hell you got going on or what even made you goddamn feel comfortable enough to goddamn throw my name out there so loosely like that. But that shit ain't true. I'm looking forward to seeing you clear that up. I'm disappointed. I'm looking forward to you clearing that up, Flex. But hell yeah, that ain't true at all. I ain't got no tea, no none of that for nobody right now. I ain't got nothing but good music.
The baby you trying to hit. But all jokes aside, I respect that. I respect you clearing that up because more men should do that. Some of y'all will let this live on forever, right?
Yep. I love that he stood up for her and cleared it up. I think that's commendable.
Ain't we supposed to be going to that non-extradition country? Because I'm about to put Tiffany Haddish on blast in a minute. Didn't we win a free trip? Didn't we bid on a free trip at a charity event 2 years ago?
It wasn't a free trip.
We spent a lot of money for it. Okay, did we not bid for a trip to a country 2 years ago and not get it yet?
Yeah, we just haven't used it. They sent us the email.
Did they?
Yeah.
Who they sent the email to? I didn't
They
get
sent
it.
it to me.
How you get it and I paid for it?
Because I put my name. You want me to put my name on it. You didn't want your email on it.
Well, call them and I'll call Russell to find out where we should go.
I've been there before.
I don't want to go anywhere you went. Does your grinder work over there?
Oh my God.
Does it?
Actually, you're not supposed to use Grindr. It's not safe.
So what do you use?
Nothing.
So how'd you find people?
I use my old trick. I don't want to get banned.
I know. What's your old trick?
Nothing.
Backpages is gone.
No, Tinder.
Oh, I got banned.
I got banned for the trick I use on there, though.
Oh, you put yourself as a woman. Bye. Look at what Russell and Kimora brought out of this poor show. All right, I'm going to keep this really tight. Nicki went to court. That's it. Go next. No. She took JLP to court. Now, you already know in the last podcast, we recapped the whole love triangle between him, her, and Rashida Nicole. Rashida was the girl that thought she was going to take this man from his baby mama and turn him into a husband and a baby daddy, which she did, but he left her the same way he left her with 2 kids. Nicki says she only making $4,000 a month. They say he making $666,666. That's a lot of 6 6 6s because that's all the devil. And this whole story is the devil. Rashida is somewhere regretting that she did this to Nicki, but she's regretting because she became a baby mama. and left her as a baby mama. This picture was them taking on my show when he was less cocky. He real arrogant now, huh? We got a little money. Well, here's what Nicki's attorney is saying about the income because Nicki's trying to get some money. Look, in a single month, LiAngelo makes more than Nicole's entire net worth, including her cash, checking, investments, 50% equity in the Beverly Hills condo, and her equity interest in a Rolls Royce. Well, they also claimed as of now, or as of May 2025, JLo's net worth is about $3.9 million. Meanwhile, Nicki says her average monthly income has drastically dropped from $10,000 a year to $0. She trying to get the bag. Nicki, you trying to get the bag. First of all, Nicki, this hair, these Cartier glasses you got on, that makeup, that's not $0. Anyway, she's saying that she's failed to return to work as a real estate agent, and she only claims $20,000 in cash in a bank account and $441,502 in real estate. And she continued to reveal that her monthly expenses total $36,350. How can you do your monthly expenses if you have no money?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what she's trying to say to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
However, she said that $31,000 of that was paid by other people. And here's the breakdown. Take a look. $9,750 for rent, $200 for healthcare, $4,400 for childcare, $2,000 on groceries and household supplies, $1,000 on DoorDash, $1,431 on utilities, $384 on cell phone, $8,975 for hygiene, health, social, and literary, $28,000 on American Express card, $23,750 on a Range Rover lease, $5,800 on another card payment, $156,725 in loans for living expenses from parents, $97,000 in lawyer fees for the child support case. You know what's crazy? You really don't know. Like when I think about how much I spend a month, I can never fall off. I could never, because I wouldn't even know what to do. So if I got married to someone, if I had a baby with some, well, it's different.
Yeah.
I want to find somebody with money to have a baby with. Maybe I could retire.
I think that, yeah.
Would you do that?
No, I would still pursue my, I would still pursue.
But you would leave Hollywood Unlocked, basically.
No, I told you what I would do if I won the lottery tomorrow.
He said he would invest in Hollywood Unlocked and fire me.
No, so
it's
we
like
can go.
Men in Black.
So we can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brazil, Colombia.
Anyway, back to the show. JLo now wants to see Nicki's bank statements, which you can create fake bank statements. I mean, this. I'm not saying you should because it's illegal, but people, what does that mean? Jewelry, purchases, cosmetic and plastic surgery. He wants to see our plastic surgery receipts. And any records related to travel and vacation. So they're fighting for it. And who knows what's going to come out of it. But you know what's sad? I mean, on the last show where we played the audio of him saying that he would go back to her, da-da-da-da-da. Right now, he's just fighting to keep his money because Nicki's coming for it. Nicki, baby, who has money, well,
allegedly,
who had money, but now she's poor. She and her mom are not going to let you get away with this. They're coming for your bag. Just go ahead and agree to cut the check. But then you got to go over there to that other baby mama you created. You got to cut her a check. She might get alimony and child support. Dumb. Is that dumb?
That's what happens when you just start getting everybody pregnant. You're going to have a bill everywhere you drop off some seeds.
Don't call them seeds.
He called them little niggas. Them niggas.
Okay. The seeds. All right. Well, good luck, y'all. Hope you work it out. Bye. Why, Rob? Why? Why? Stay out of Compton. Stay out of Compton. Blueface was so cute right there. Now he just went and played what kind of arts and crafts session on his face? It's like he's put everything. I haven't seen him up close. I need to see him, and I need some time. I'm mourning.
Mm.
I'm mourning the what do you call it? Crush.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mourning it.
Yeah.
You know. Have you ever had a crush that you had a crush on and then you lost it?
Oh yeah.
Who? Like famous person?
No.
Have you ever had a crush on a famous person?
Yeah.
Like who?
You like just a child crush?
Not one that you slept with.
Yeah, I mean I crushed on celebrities before.
Like who? Like who's your crush?
My old crush was Boris Kodjoe.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I saw his wife one time and I was like, Nicole R.E. Parker's held that thing down though.
She's gorgeous.
Have you seen Boris's brother?
Yes.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need Boris. He's such a nice guy though. Anyway, hey Boris, I'm a big fan. I think I've said hi to Boris, but he's German. He's not really sociable with men like that.
I've met him.
When I see Boris, he's so fine. You just gotta leave him over there by himself. Like, just stay over there. But he's such a good guy, though. All right, well, Blueface, back to Badass Blue. Blueface has only been home for a little over a month, and he got the whole circus back on track and it's gone amok. Blue's moved on with Nuvia, and they're sparking pregnancy rumors already. Meanwhile, Chrisean's getting jumped in Compton, and Jaidyn's been accused of drinking and driving with her kids and fleeing the scene of a multi-car crash. This is all just in last week. As for Blue and his second baby mama, Chrisean, she's moving on after he happily trolled her once she got jumped in Compton for disrespecting LA gang culture. Now, let me put a pin in that here, and let me just say something really quick. Before moving home to run for office and all that, whatever, I lived in LA for 20 years. I have such a respect, and I mean this in a very responsible way, for the culture in which LA operates, because they have their rules and they have their guidelines, and this city functions in a way that works within that thing. And I'm going to just say that. Because I remember last year when I pulled up to TDE's Christmas thing in the hood in Nickerson Gardens, and I pulled up in my Benz and I hopped out, and it was me and Lee, and we were just walking through Nickerson Gardens by ourselves, but we were with Top Dog. Everybody was like, I can't believe Jason Lee's out here in Nickerson Gardens. I was with Top Dog. So if I'm with Top Dog, I'm safe wherever Top Dog is. That's how I look at it. If I'm with Whack 100, I am safe when I'm with Whack. The culture is what it is in the industry that I operate in. Now, I don't go around in places I don't need to be. And, I respect people's hoods are what they are. And when they don't want you in their hood, and when they tell you whatever they tell you, it is what it is. I'm not condoning violence, but I'm also not condoning stupidity. Now, she was previously warned not to visit. However, she ignored the warning so she could pray with the community. And after her prayer circle, she found herself getting slapped and attacked. Now, look, I'm not condoning violence because I don't think anybody should slap anybody or attack anybody. But when you taunt people, you taunt their city, you go online, you say, look, I'm in your hood, da-da-da-da. When you pull up and they catch you slipping, this is what happened. Takes a look.
They said you can't come where? Compton, but look, I'm here, baby. And that. With the squad, though. They lit up. Did you have a Blueface? King of the Class. No. He king of the Class. We appreciate you coming up here, but if you was like that, nigga, she recording shit like shit. No, don't record nothing on me. Don't grab my phone from 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 me. I don't give a fuck. You snatch my phone like I'm some work ass bitch. You got the wrong bitch. I asked it. All right, but it's all respect. You know how people like say addicted and stuff? Yeah. I don't know this person. No, I mean, you're from not from Baltimore. But you have a Blueface. The restaurant is King of Class. No. Be King of the Class. Respect. We appreciate you coming up here, but if it was like that, it would be she recording. Like, see? Don't record nothing on me. Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. Don't grab my phone from me. Is you cool? Don't grab my phone from me. Don't.
Well, here's what happened moments later. Look.
They trying to get that jury.
Jet 2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust. Patronacial protected.
Christina Rock in the block, Tanner, they got her in the hood.
No. Hey, Mo. Hey, get in there. Good shot, get in there. Get it. Hey, Mo, what the fuck I'm telling you? Anyone of you niggas touch.
Now, I understand fighting on a show. I mean, first of all, I ain't gonna fight on no show, but I understand if the show like the baddies, but this is real life. Y'all out there fighting and acting like this for what? For what? Like, I understand this because people felt disrespected or you felt you had to prove something, but Chrisean, what did you get from going to Compton after you disrespected them? And what came out of this whole altercation other than a viral moment? Because y'all are all better than me. I would have put indictments on everybody. You did it. You was driving. That's me because, I don't subscribe to the street culture like that. I don't understand what you were to get out of this, and what are you going to win from it? LA street culture is going to be the same forever. It's never going to change, and you don't have anything to gain by trying to change it, because that could have went completely left. There could have been a lot more things that could have happened in that one moment, caught on tape. And where was your kid? Because you should have been with your kid. And if not with your kid, just not in the streets. When you see that, what do you think?
I think everybody's at too big of an age for us to be acting this way. Like, come on. Like, I know everybody wants clout. People want to be on the video that goes viral of them slapping Chrisean. It's all too much. Like, it's unnecessary. And this could have led to violence. That could have led to people being hurt in a real way that's beyond just fists. And I think everyone should be careful. And also, she shouldn't be out in the street without security. Like, she needs to do better when she goes out.
Yeah, but security also costs a lot of money. And this is the thing. If you can't afford security on a full-time basis, don't turn up like that. I know lots of people say, why you always got security? Why you always got security? Because I'd rather make sure that I'm good than not. And when I go out and I know I'm going to be in public, whatever, I'm going to always make sure I'm safe, especially because I talk shit for a living. Well, now, of course, because I'm elected. Well, anyway, there's so much here that I don't even want to get into it all because, Chrisean is saying that she was jumped by 6 women, but she left unscathed and she went back to taunting them again. Take a look.
So boom, she get to trying to crack. She pulled my hair. Crack, crack. You know what they do? Chrisean, come on, we gotta go. Chrisean, we gotta go. No, we don't. What is going on? I'll be the last one to leave. What? Baby already put my son up. He already gone. He left. What's up? Chrisean, get in the car. I sit in the car with the door open. This is the thing about it. I am not no bitch, bro. I'm not even in no... All the girls that was trying to fight took a picture. Fanned out. You feel me? Then y'all caught what? I'm gonna be honest. 2 of my brothers caught life. I'm not scared of nothing. Okay, you try to swing. Okay, you got the boat. You only try to swing because you told 3 other girls that you go. I don't care. What's up? But I was no bitch. When they said leave, I didn't go nowhere. I was the last bitch to leave. They like the cops coming. I don't give a fuck. Tell them move out my way. When they was like, come to the stage to perform. No, I'm not performing at the park. I played football, basketball. I did a prayer circle. I'm on my way to the car. Some people trying to politic and plot on me. I pushed the girl camera down. She tried to swing out back up. I said, one-on-one, come on. You got me now, one-on-one, what's up? She's scared. You know what she do? She sent another girl in. You know what I do? That girl was on her ass. You know what they did? Pulling my... How was it 6 of y'all and why I still look like this? How was it 6 of y'all and I still look like this? I ain't pull up with no security, no gun, no nothing. I was defending myself. That's 1. 2. I'm still trying to get where I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? With Christ. So at the end of the day, Chrisean, you should have got in the car. You know what that would have said to everybody? Oh, look, she running. She's scared. I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not famous. I'm not here trying to be discovered. I don't care. I believe like you believe. What the? I get sick like you get sick. What the? Ask anybody. Did I leave? No. My thing is, if you was gonna already kill me, it would. You feel me? Like, and then the thing about it, what I learned today about me, what kind of scared me, what I learned about myself, I'm not scared to die. That's the problem. No security, I had no security, I had no gun. Chains all on my neck, still had all my chains.
Why do we know about everything?
Well, we knew as soon as he got out of jail, this was coming back. Here we go.
And Blueface reposted the videos of Chrisean getting rocked and said this: "Don't play with LA gang culture. You will get slapped in your ish for some ish you don't know about." Why is Blueface sitting at home typing? But at least he ain't at a non-extradition country miles away. Chrisean clapped back with several posts. Look, I'm not reading all that. She basically said she went to Compton for the kids, and nobody got scarred or punked against one. That there were 6 people. Okay. The next thing she said, Blueface quit the fake politics. You know, real Crip. A Crip that posts their son's genitals for the world to have forever. Yeah, I get it. People think just because I changed, I'm a punk. If you hit me, I will defend myself. The next one was, she said a lot. I'll just leave this here. She said she's never been afraid of death. You forgot I had to get in the field with you first. You tried putting fear, slapping me around, so I put 2 black eyes on you. Want clout so bad right now. It's sick. Here you go. I know you need it. Listen, they went back and forth. I'm not going to get into that. But basically, Chrisean went to get his face removed off of her face again. She's put her face on it. Look.
How do you feel? Like I accomplished something. But how long this burns?
Hey, it'll go away.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know how. It wasn't painful. It was really my heart.
You were really saying ouch, ouch, ouch.
Ouch. Like, I really have to get it because my heart is broken.
I'm so sorry for you.
I had to call on Jesus.
I'll send you the...
Chrisean later admitted that she got emotional and she let go of all that trauma. Look, removing the tattoo from my face was a huge accomplishment for me. I didn't realize how emotionally attached I was to it until today. Letting it go released so much trauma. I've been carrying it. Feels like I closed a chapter and chose healing. I don't know what to believe, though, because one minute she's found healing, the next minute she's back on the circus train, right?
Yeah, but I think that maybe this removing his face from off of her face can help her move on, I would hope. I mean, that's a big piece of trauma to look at every time you look in the mirror.
Well, it didn't change anything because his new girlfriend got a tattoo on hers. Look, she put a tattoo right there.
How are you doing?
What are you doing?
What is this on your neck, though?
Don't act oblivious. Don't.
I love it. It's fire.
I know you love it, don't you?
I'm choking the shit out of you tonight.
I know.
Are you gonna want that forever?
Forever, nigga.
Okay, you know we ain't doing no cover-ups, no laser removal, none of that weak shit. It's forever and ever. My dead homies.
On a dead homies.
We have to cover everything in the culture.
Yeah.
And Blueface is a part of the fabric of the Jason Lee show.
Yeah, absolutely.
His name is on the wall.
Is the neck tattoo girl coming now?
We're not there yet. I need to see her last a little while. Before this, Blue and Nevia sparked pregnancy rumors after she appeared on live flashing a pregnancy test. Take a look.
What you want me to do? Fall out the fucking window? Yeah, I want me to fall out the Y'all want me to fall out the window? I swear to God, that was lotion. Bitch,
What y'all saying shit? Y'all...
She then shared a photo of her with a growing belly, but turns out it was from her first pregnancy before Blue. Elsewhere, Blueface first baby mom, Jaidyn, Alexis, went viral after a woman on TikTok alleged Jaidyn crashed into several parked cars and fled the scene. She also accused Jaidyn of drinking and driving with her and Blue's two kids, Javion and Journey. She shared this video of the 4-car accident and with Jaidyn and her kids at the scene. Take a look. There's no audio here, but you can see cars. You can see the G-Wagon. And it's pretty much up against other cars. So she's alleging that
allegedly
she crashed it. Well, the woman showed Jaidyn's IG story of her celebrating a friend's birthday with drinks. Take a look, and it's muted. So you can see that she was just out. These are the receipts right here. This is how you get caught up. That looks like a mojito. Well, I guess she was snipped like a Barbie there.
Oh my God.
In the comments, the woman accused Jaidyn of fleeing the scene with the person in the video without exchanging information. But Blueface's mom, Carlissa, defended Jaidyn. Of course she did, because she had to get some followers too. Take a look. The police came and escorted her, so please tell us where you got this alleged impaired. They waited for her Uber. Why lie? Judy, use common sense and thank God her and the kids are okay. Police and firefighters waited with her for her Uber, and there was no complaints of anything else but a car accident. Well, Jaidyn also spoke out stating that we're all okay and nobody was seriously injured and material items are replaceable. Not sure why DUI rumors are circulating, but it's not true. Me and my kids were let go and made it home safely. Car to be replaced soon. Well, according to social media detectives, the car was replaced before her comments. Days before the woman on TikTok came out, Blueface flaunted his new family car. Look.
You like my new family car? You like my new car? Yeah, we going in this big old car. Yeah.
So you want to go like that too?
Well, it appears that the woman on TikTok only came because Jaidyn allegedly failed to take accountability, and Blueface appeared to replace her car, leaving everyone else shit out of luck. I'm sick of it.
I'm exhausted.
Do we just tell the team, like, let's give the circus a break for a few months?
Yes, please.
Right?
Yeah, we need a little break.
Because what are we actually following?
I don't even know at this point. The circus. It's the circus.
Blueface, we may have to take a break on you for a while, because, I mean, why, Blueface? Why? Back to morning I go. Goodbye. All right, that's it. Thoughts and prayers. What a week it's been. We sadly lost Rob and Michelle Reiner, and we are sending their family, friends, and fans prayers. Despite the tragedy, there does lie some irony in the fact that Rob not only got under Trump's skin while alive, but continued to ruffle his feathers and expose his ass after his death. Iconic and legendary. And speaking of icons and legends, Kimora and Russell got under each other's skin this week too. Kimora said, "Fuck my baby daddies," and Russell lost it. He says she stole from him, threatened him, and she's now lying on him. Let this be a reminder to be careful of who you lay with. Just ask Nicki and Jello. Jello went and cheated on Nicki and had a baby on her, then had the nerve to say he regrets abandoning their home. Jello, you're a day, a dollar, and another baby. Well, you're not short of that. Short. Miss Nicki baby one-upped her baby daddy and took him to court to finish him off, Mortal Kombat style. Meanwhile, Gavin Newsom was pulling the same trick on Nicki Minaj. He said, "Finish her," as he referenced Megan's diss track in their beef on X. And to Camille, who's running Gavin's social, you need a raise. Nicki thought she ate with that. Bust down Gaviana, but she needs to leave that phase to Blueface. And speaking of Blue, did you ever think we'd see the day where the circus would crumble? Blue's moving on with his new girlfriend while Chrisean forces herself to do the same and more in their relationship. Despite the pain, we're happy to see her healing, and we're happy Jaidyn and her kids are okay after that car accident. But girl, if those people ain't lying, don't leave them hanging. Well, that's it, y'all. And I'm going to hang this up because this has been a long-ass show. I hope that the wait was worth it. 2025 is over.
Yes.
This means Trump has 3 more years.
Oh, my God.
I have 7 more years.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but we're not going to have 7 years of this. And people, please go out there and register to vote. And if you're in Stockton, really get registered to vote because the next election is next year. And it's time. The country's going to go through a change. I think Trump's going to lose his power this next year, right?
Yep.
And so it'll be 2 years of less drama.
Yeah.
Still madness online.
He'll still be tweeting and Truth Social and everything.
He'll be hooting and hollering. and my sister, they call me, she goes, they be lollygagging. And I said, please don't ever use that word again. All right, if you want to text me right here, 310-388-643. This is how, 6463. This is how I keep in touch with you. Johnny, put the number up for the hearing impaired. 310-388-6463. Text me, okay? Until then, I'm out. Peace. Oh, wait. Merry Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Bye.
The Jason Lee Podcast.